Afternoon and welcome back to another grey and cloudy summer's day here in the southwest of France. Yeah, I don't reckon much of this new climate they keep going on about. It was much better last year. Yeah, thought I'd give you a little bit of a catch up. I've been a really busy boy. I'll show you what I've been up to in a second. Yeah, quick look in the garden. Not many of my tomatoes are ripening. I've got some bits and pieces in the house actually. I was going to show you. I've been looking at how we know when melons are ripe. Apparently there's a little tendril. There it is there. Can you see that little tendril? Apparently when that goes brown, like that one you're starting to, when that goes brown, no, that one there, yeah, it goes brown and crispy, that's when the melon's ripe apparently. If you know different, let me know. That looks a bit dry, that lot. I didn't water it yesterday because it rained quite a lot. I've had quite a bit of rain over the last few days actually, so yeah, I'd neglected to water. Didn't think I needed to, but maybe I do. So I've grabbed a couple of carrots, I'll wander down and say hello to Dave. So thank you to everyone that's commented on my last few videos. Yeah, it's always great to hear from people, and I always read every single comment, and you'll invariably, no, not invariably, always get a little love heart next to your comment, and that just shows you that I've read it and understood it. If you don't get a little love heart, and you've never got a little love heart, it's probably because you're blocked, and I don't read your comments. So yeah. You know, if you're new to the channel, there's quite a few new subscribers, which is cool. If you're new to the channel, yeah, say hello, tell me where you are, where you're from, and I'll say hello back. How we doing, fella? How's it going? See, you're staying out in the bright sunshine, although there's not been much of it around today, has there? So let's give him a carrot, and I'll show you what I've been up to. Have another one. Shall I give you a bit of a spray? Bit of fly spray. Got fluff on you there, mate. Oh my goodness me. God, you're so moody. He's so moody. He's so moody, that horse. God, he don't like me at all now. I think he does. He loves me, really. Are we convinced? Oh, it's so nice the sun has come out. It's the first time I've seen the sun in about a week, I reckon. So I came down here the other day. I was going to do a bit today, but it's Sunday and you need to be quiet really on a Sunday. Not that there's anyone really around. And I was doing a bit of strimming along this edge. And Dave was up in his shelter. You can see where I need to strim, although I did do all this at the end of last year, so it's grown quite a bit this year. And yeah, he was up in his shelter, and I was strimming down here minding my own business, and all of a sudden he was there. He just appeared. I was like, oh, because I had my orange hat on and the strimmer was going, and yeah, he just had his head peering over the fence. Took me by surprise. I've got to be honest. Yeah, he does freak me out now. It's the first time he's ever done that though, when I've sort of touched him. Yeah, he's just a moody moo. So yeah, made a good start in the kitchen. Well, actually, made more than a good start. I know you're itching to see it. Let's go back to the house and I'll show you what I've been doing. What do you think then? I think it looks great. I've just put the microwave, which yeah, I've got the biggest microwave in the world. It's ridiculous. I reckon I could get a golden retriever in there, or maybe a little poodle. So I'm probably going to change that if I can. Although that one did actually cost me nothing. So I think it's actually looking pretty good. I really like the colour. I've got a little rack for like spoons and cooking utensils to go on the wall somewhere. Yeah, not really sure what else I could do. I probably will put another shelf, because that shelf, that unit there's got a shelf halfway across it, and I do have some bits of wood left, and I could probably put a shelf in there, no worries. Yeah, so let me know what you think. I'd love to know your opinion. I really like the colour. I think it looks pretty good. It's not cold. I don't think it looks cold. I think it looks quite countrified, and I like the painted tongue and groove. I think it looks really good. So I need to do something similar over this side now, I think. Yeah, still not really sure what to do in that area there where the ladder is. It was and is my plan to put a door there to close that area off. Yeah, not really sure. Not really sure. I do listen to people's opinions, but my objective is to make this house as cheap to run as possible, which means making it as energy efficient as possible and as insulated as I can for as little money as possible. So yeah, trying to do the impossible really. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get my thinking cap on. It's probably going to cost me £150 or more to a little bit more to put some sort of door or wall there. Would I be better off spending that extra £150, not that I've got it, on the insulation? So yeah, not really sure. But then I've got to heat it. I mean, that area there is 8 foot long by about 5 foot wide. Yeah, I'm just going to heat it for no reason. Doesn't seem sensible. I know the window's down there, and people say, oh, it's going to be dark. But I used to live in a flat where the kitchen was right at the back of the living room, and was completely dark, and you know, you just turn the light on, you don't really give it a second thought. I mean, there's always going to be a compromise, isn't there? So yeah, I've got the cooker hood wired in, and yeah, I did a neat little job inside the wall. Actually, I didn't end up using a plug and socket. I just used a connecting block and some conduit, and it looks nice. I've replaced the bulbs with white bulbs because I think they look quite nice. Yeah, let me know what you think. Obviously there's still 1,000 jobs to do, but I just wanted this little bit done. Someone said to me last year that I think I was messing around in the living room, doing a bit in the bedroom, doing a bit in the kitchen, doing a bit in the other bedroom, and I think I was just flitting from job to job, and I think someone found it quite frustrating. They were like, oh, why don't you just do one room at a time? So for me, this house is all about tiny little baby steps. And even if a step is only like as thin as a piece of paper, you know, you start adding the pieces of paper on top of each other, you end up actually making progress. So I do think I'm making progress in the house. It does feel painfully slow, I'll be honest. But you know, this is what I decided to do with my life, and I'm trying to do it for no money. It's very easy to go out. The way it would be in the UK would be like, you know, borrow 10 or 20,000 pounds and just, you know, get it done in one go, and then go to work and kill yourself to pay all the debt off. So yeah, that's not my game. Those days are over for me. I'm going to try and do this without getting in any debt whatsoever. So just thinking about that cupboard, loads of comments about it last week. Yeah, really great comments. Yeah, going to have to insulate it somehow. But I've been thinking about it today actually. I use that cupboard under the stairs for storing bits of timber, and you know, it's perfectly fine to store bits of timber. And this unit, although it is on wheels, and I can move it out of the way, if I'd store food in there, I think I'd be constantly moving it out of the way, and I don't think I'm ever going to have that much food. And I was thinking about up here, let's see if I can just move this. This is my staircase. As you can see, the stairs going up. I've actually put shelves in here. Now this is kind of full of junk and tools and whatnot, and they shouldn't really be in there. I've even got bits of wood in here, and my roof rack, you know. Just bits and bobs, which I could probably find better homes for. And I need to insulate that staircase. So that rack that I've made, there was a video I made a video when I was putting that rack together, because I did it out of scrap wood, cost me nothing. Take it all out, insulate it, and then put a better rack back, and maybe store food in there. There's still bits and pieces to do over here. This is why I've moved this unit, because it's opposite the sink. It's just going to make life so much easier for me. I need to make a couple of doors for that unit. So yeah, still a thousand jobs to do, but I'm really pleased with it. So yeah, that's my that was my aim, to get this bit done, and it's done. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's been a busy couple of days. Did my volunteering the other day, which is always fun, and yeah, I spent all day doing this. And little tip: don't paint a wall at 8 o'clock at night and then go to bed, because yeah, it's not a great smell to go to bed. What else? Nothing much else going on really. Got to decide what I'm going to do with that cupboard now, and I think yeah, keeping it cheap is the objective. My tooth, just a little update on the tooth. It's not been great. I'm on antibiotics, which they're not great either, if I'm honest. Things do get a little bit windy, if you know what I mean. So only a few more days, 2 more days left of those. And the other day I did have to take a painkiller, one painkiller, and I took it. It woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning, toothache, and took a couple of painkillers and then couldn't get out of bed. So I got up about 10 o'clock, I think. Yeah, so not really keen on tablets, but yeah, I'm going to find a dentist soon. But you know, I'm not in agony now. I've just got my collection of fruit that I've been picking, and yeah, not quite sure what's happening with that fella. Oh, I'm sure it is a fella. Looks like a fella, doesn't it? They're pears off my tree, and these are Asian pears, and I think you get a very good view. See if I can get a better shot. And I've got a couple of green tomatoes, which yeah, I don't know how to ripen though. They're huge. And I've got these maroon tomatoes, which are tasty. And that's a different type of pear. Someone did say in the comments actually the other day what that type of pear was. If I find it, I'll put it up on the screen. And I've got orange cherry tomato and strawberry going on. So yeah, I'm growing a few bits and pieces, and yeah, it's nice to have homegrown stuff. These are Dave's apples. These are the ones that I buy, and these are the ones. I've got 2 different types of apple growing in the orchard. I don't know what they are. They're not particularly tasty. I haven't given Dave them yet, so Dave's only got 2 shop bought apples left, and you can see what a ripe apple looks like and what an unripe apple looks like. So I'm told. Sure, there's more to it than that. Anyway, see you later.